happy with his offensive output over the last few games. And so it's Henderson earning some time. As Boyles with the miss, Pargo with the height felt, tried to throw it in but couldn't. Did a great job just to catch it.
Well, I think the long road ahead of Coach Harvey is that, you know, he's going to have to build this school has built their program around JUCO players in the past. And I think Coach Harvey, being noted as one of the best recruiters when he was at Missouri in the country, is looking to build freshmen to help build the program. And I think that's what's going to happen. But there's a good look at DeAndre Hall sitting on the bench.
Yeah, Harvey in his first season at Texas Southern came from the University of Missouri, as you said. He was there for a long time, part of a lot of those great Missouri teams that went deep into the NC2A tournament with great players like Kareem Rush. So he knows a good basketball player when he sees him.
Yeah, and I think the athletic director, Johnny Cole, down at TSU has said this about him. Coach Harvey knows how to build a top basketball program and knows how to win. He is what TSU needs right now. And even though it doesn't look like it with an 0-9 record, but already we saw the great quote about the economics of the whole situation, playing a tougher non-conference schedule. I think he's really looking to do something down there at Texas Southern in his first stint as a head coach.
Travel. Ricky Boyles with a turnover, the junior out of Los Angeles. A lot of players out of LA, in the Houston area, Las Vegas. So Coach Harvey able to get into some of the major metropolitan areas in the West and pull some good talented players out.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting in a hotbed down there. We got Dimitri Goodson out of Houston, Spring, Texas, actually, which is right outside of Houston. But I mean, there's a lot of players down there.
Pargo off the glass. Nice spin. Henderson, great ball fake, pump fake. Missed the shot to Drewy. And Pargo with a head of steam. Threw it away. A couple of turnovers this half by Pargo. Henderson doing a great job to shield off Downs with his body and then able to lay it in.
Well, if you're Gonzaga, you don't want to fall prey to playing to the level of your competition, so you better take care of the basketball on one end of the floor. Value each possession no matter what the score is. Make sure you get an opportunity to at least shoot the basketball.
Ira Brown. That had a lot of arc to it, but it won't drop through.
It went straighter than his fastball. That's what he told me. He said, I had no control of my fastball. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Didn't know where it was going.
Of course, Ira, a former minor league baseball player, and as Craig says, could throw in the mid to high 90s. So certainly a prospect in baseball for quite some time that just could not get him to figure out where he was going to throw it, but boy, could he throw it hard. Yeah,
and you know, what a great opportunity to go back to school. Actually played junior college down in Phoenix in basketball, and now he's got an opportunity to play for one of the top programs in the country, Gonzaga University.
And he's 26 years old, so what an advantage that is to come play with much younger players. And there's a big shot from the corner by Henderson.
You don't realize what having a 26-year-old on your team means to your team, especially on the road, because you're all together all the time, and Ira is going to make good decisions all the time, because you know, you and I at 22, we made bad decisions, didn't we? I still do, I guess.
A few, yeah.
All right. But yeah, having a 26-year-old to help you keep your guys in line is great for Mark Few.
Gonzaga still leading Texas Southern big. We'll be back. Some crazy order, but it's a lot of miles.
Well, how about the one where they go from Houston to Washington in Seattle and then come back and play Texas in Austin and now back up to Spokane playing the GU Bulldogs. So yeah, they've been the frequent flyer miles. We didn't talk about that, did we?
They still honor those?
I hope so.
Heidfeld trying to score inside. Will find his way to the free throw line.
Well, GU coming out at half now. We got a 9-9 ball game in the second half. It was 53-19. at half, and now at 62-28, GU playing even with Texas Southern right now. You don't want to see that. That time coming out of a timeout, got right down and dirty, doing what the Zags do best, that high-low action. Josh Heifeld locked and sealed his man. Stephen Gray saw it, dropped it right over the top.
Heifeld hits them both. You do know that if they play them even in the second half, the Zags still win by 34.
That is a great point. That is a super point.
I mean,
well, see, you and I as fans see that, and they still win by 34, but coaches see it as a half and a half. I mean, that's
yeah,
why.
no, and I understand the point that you're making. I get that. But it's still, you know, you're talking about beating another Division I team by more than 40. I mean, that's really what you're getting.
I heard students say up by 30 or 40 a while ago. So
I mean, how often? I mean, that just doesn't happen that often.
No.
40-point win.
No. Oh, not a super pass.
It could happen in this game, though.
It could. If Pargo makes passes like that and Josh Heifeld locks and seals his guy and then slips to the rim like he just did, then it could get pretty nasty in here for Texas Southern, that is.
Hall driving with the left hand. This is Jones, and they'll reset it. Matthew Miller with it, number 3 out on top. 7 on the shot clock. Miller into the corner. Shot by Henderson is no good. Rebound Heifeld. Here's Pargo near side. Lob. Brown. Great catch. Downs couldn't make the catch there.
I'm going to go back to that possession with Texas Southern. I just didn't like what I saw in that whole particular situation. There was a lot of confusion going on. It looked like everybody was looking like, where am I supposed to be? And when that happens, Matthew Miller just has to dribble. And then he tried to come off of a screen, and there was nowhere to go because the defense was good. It just looks like they are just not in sync with each other in Coach Harvey's first year. Discombobulated is the word I was looking for.
Discombobulated. Golden playing defense there inside. May have affected that shot. Pargo now back on the break. Kick out today. Lost the handle.
Tried to go through the wickets, didn't he?
Well, the one thing that does not bode well or will not work well in this program as Day misses the shot is if you dribble too much.
Yeah. Oh,
that is one thing that they break. Gonzaga will try and break from every player that comes into this program. We don't like you dribbling too much.
Yeah, you don't pound the ball and just pound the ball because there's no reason to. The ball moves faster when you pass it.
Ray inside. And the kick to Bolden, who fires 3. No good.
And if you recruit that way, let's just take Memphis, for example, or Pepperdine, the coach down there that developed the DDDPD, whatever it is, dribble, drive, penetration thing, you know.
Hey, you're the basketball expert here.
Well, you got to recruit athletes like that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Gonzaga is not that kind of an offensive scheme-minded team, so they're going to recruit athletes that play within their system. And I don't think we see a lot of guys actually pounding the ball very much for GU.
Well, the player that I think most speaks to the example that I'm talking about was Derek Rivio. When he came to this program, liked to dribble it like Jason Williams does in the NBA, or did in the NBA. Is he still playing?
He's just retired, but he's got a ring down there at Miami.
But you know the way he used to dribble? I mean, that's what Rivio did, and they were able to cure him, and Derek turned into one of the better guards that this program's in.
Well, and then when Pargo came, what did he actually do? Moved down to the shooting guard.
Sure.
And found a position there and scored points for the Zags that way.
And a foul inside on Texas Southern. This will be the 4th against them this half.
Well, I know